Hi there, and welcome at your guitar workshop. My name is Andre, and today we're going to be doing a song from Kansas. The song is called Dust in the Wind. It's a great song, very nice acoustic finger picking pattern. It's got some nice chords to it. Most of it is not too difficult. Well, I guess you all know the drill. I'll play it for you first, and then we'll get into how to play it on the guitar. But before I do so, if you want to have a say in which tutorials I'm going to do next, hook up with me on Google+, on Facebook or Twitter, and just let me know what you think, what you like to play, what you like to do more acoustic tutorials, what you like to do more electric tutorials, technique things, whatever. So hook up with me and tell me what you think. So now let's go into Dust in the Wind. I'll play it for you first, the intro, and then we'll get into how to play it on the guitar. So here we go. Alright, so what do I play? The chords that I use are C major, C major 7, C with an added 9, so C add 9, A minor, A sus2, A sus4, and G with B in the bass. Now, before I start explaining the picking patterns and stuff like that, what it's good to know is that I'm not really thinking these chords in the sense of, well, now I'm playing C major, now I'm playing C major 7, now I'm playing C add 9. What I'm really doing is I'm just playing in C, and I'm thinking the melody line on top of that. So it's just a changing melody line. So for me, this is C with a different melody note again. And when I go to the A minor, even though I start on A sus2, this to me is an A minor sequence, but the melody note just keeps, the top note just keeps changing. So that's a different way of looking at it. So I'm not really thinking in sus2 and sus4 and stuff like that. I'm really thinking in the basic chords, so C major and A minor. And on top of that, the melody is constantly, or the top note is constantly changing. And that sometimes makes it easier to remember. Okay, so let's look at the finger picking pattern first, because that is the most essential part of the song. What do you play? I believe this form of finger picking is called Travis picking. I'm not sure. Someone mentioned it earlier, and well, I'm from Europe, and I'm not, I'm not even native English speaking. Well, most of you probably know that. So, but I believe it was Travis picking. But if it's not, then please correct me if I'm wrong. So what do? You start off with that C chord, and you play with the middle finger, everything on the B string. Your index finger plays everything on the G string. Your thumb plays the D string and the A string. So the basses. Okay. Now you start off with playing the A string and B string together, so with thumb and middle finger. Then you play D string with your thumb, and then the G string with your index finger. So like this. Then you play A string with your thumb, then B string with your middle finger, then the D string with your thumb, and then the G string with your index finger. So like this. So those are the strings and the fingers, but there's a rhythm to it as well. It's pretty simple. The first thing you play is a full beat, and the rest is all eighth notes. So you've got it like this: 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and this picking pattern is continued pretty much throughout the song. Maybe sometimes there is a little change, but this is really the basics of it. And on top of that, a lot of songs are played with this finger picking pattern. I've done a couple of Eddie Vedder tutorials on, I think, on Guaranteed, and another one, and they're pretty similar. All right, now one of those finger picking patterns goes with each of those chords. So you start off with that C chord and you play that pattern once. Then you play that pattern again, but then on the C major 7. Then you get the same pattern, only now on the C add 9. And then back to the C chord. So let's start to do that slowly. 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and major 7, 3, and 4, and add 9, 3, and 4, and C again. All right, now we go to the A minor sequence. So we've got the first 2 bars covered. Actually, it's 4 bars because I'm using eighth notes here, but the tab that I wrote is in 16th note rhythm, so everything kind of depends on that, but you'll understand what I'm doing here. All right, and you start with that A sus2, and you play exact same picking pattern. Then you get A sus4, A minor, and back to A sus2. So let's just try to do that slowly. 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and sus4, and 4, and A minor, 2, and 3, and 4, and A sus2, 3, and 4, and. So those are the first 4 bars of the song. So let's try to play them together slowly. 3, 4. All right, now we get another C major sequence, but instead of starting on the C chord, we now start on the C add 9. So we get C add 9, 3, and 4, and C, 3, and 4, and C major 7, 3, and 4, and add 9. And then you get that A minor sequence. And now instead of starting on the A sus2, we're starting on the A minor. 3, 4, A sus2, sus4, A minor. And that last bar of that A minor sequence, that last part, is different. So you get first that A sus4, you play it like this: 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and then you get A minor, 1, 2, and 3, and then on the 4th beat you play G with B in the bass. So let's play from that A minor chord, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4. and after that the verse starts. So let's just try to play those the second part of the intro, which is the second C major part and A minor part. 3, 4. Three, 4, and that's it.